move on to the next runner in parade. A few of the connections just making their way out to gain their vantage point out front ahead of our feature race. 11 minutes away as we take a look at horse 15. This is Makanani, who ran such a big race when going forward in the committee's prize last time, Dan. One thing I will say about her, I had a look at her a few moments ago. She looks fantastic, this mare.
She's turned out in great order, and what a run, what a race she ran last start. She was enormous, and Luke made a good point of it on our show before the race, is that he thinks she's probably one of the value runners of the day and can definitely give this a shake, and I tend to agree with him. I don't think they're going to ride her with similar tactics the way they did last start, but in saying that anyway, I think she'll be ridden prominently, and with a repeat dose of that, she can definitely give a sign.
Yeah, she's just wandering under the big screen now. There's the riding notification from the barrier to attempt to settle handy midfield to obtain cover with Makanani there. She will be racing from gate number 9, Makanani number 15, the mount of Marc Lerner.
Last few have gone in, ready for the Raffles Cup. Off they go now. Caught them in a pretty good line. Going back shortly after the start was Star Emperor. Mr. Clint showed no speed, and What's News in the last 4 or 5. Eye Guy from out deep is showing great speed with Predator, Sun Marshall, Elite Invincible up there as well. Count of Monte Cristo, he's also using his low draw to improve when they link up with the course proper. It's Eye Guy and Predator deep out looking to cross. Count of Monte Cristo trailing them just behind them in 3rd placing. Inside of the Derby winner Sun Marshall, then came Elite Invincible. Circuit Land posted a bit deep. Mr. Yo is back on the inside of Clarton Super. Makanani centre field as Circuit Land continues to drift back now on her outside in those green colours. Next in the run was What's New outside of the Selangor Cup winner True Sun. Further back Safir, Mr. Clint in the last few runners with War Affair and Star Emperor. Can see them all to the side they go. 23.60 was the first 400 metres, so they went quick. It's Eye Guy and neck in front of Predator. Count of Monte Cristo poised. He's off the fence. Sun Marshall deeper out, niggled at. Behind them was Mr. Yo as they're about to turn at the 450. Elite Invincible at the head of the others. What's New being ridden for luck by Rod back near the inside. They're in the straight in the Raffles Cup. And Predator surges up on the outside and heads off Eye Guy. He went for home. Predator to the outside. Count of Monte Cristo trying to rev up Elite Invincible. Further back then was Sophia running a bold race, and Makanani from the tail. 150 out. Predator getting tired. Makanani and Sophia are going after him. Late Mr. Clint. Makanani, Sophia. Mr. Clint flying and Predator the fence. Big finish in the Raffles Cup. A thriller. I think it's between Makanani, Mr. Clint. Third a photo. Predator and Sophia, and a thrilling finish to the big one. What's New behind those? Then Star Emperor. Elite Invincible. Mr. Yo. Count of Monte Cristo disappointed. Clarton Super. War Affair. Sun Marshall. Eye Guy and True Sun was one of the last. Circuit Lands pulled up at the tail. Great finish. He's taken out a big group 1 here. Nick Child about to move up alongside of Marc Lerner and get his reaction.
Yeah, thanks, Luke. Marc Lerner is absolutely delighted, and rightly so. Marc, very well done. You've got the bobbin where it mattered, a Group 1 here in Singapore.
That's my first Group 1. I'm very happy. Like when Dan asked me today, you know, last year was very difficult for me, but I had a chance to get the support from the Takaoka stable, and I'm happy to have a chance to ride horses like this.
And Marc, your family is steeped in racing history and plenty of the learners training in France and riding in Germany as well. I mean, this will give them a great thrill back home.
You know, my father, he always check all my races, my brother the same, and I'm pretty sure today they will be very happy for me.
And talk us through the run, obviously, because we know she's a very good mare and she looked great in the parade ring as well. So you must have come into this race full of confidence here today.
Yeah, we didn't know how to ride her today because last time she was keen, but we know she has the quality. She just needs to settle, and I'm sure more distance will be better for her.
Well, listen, Marc, you enjoy the moment. There's a few happy punters here. Well done, you.
Oh, thank you.
Marc Lerner wins his first Group 1 here, Dan. What a performance from Makanani.
Thanks, Nick. I'm here with Mr. Takaoka, Hideki Takaoka. Describe the emotions running through your body right now. And look what she's done in her last 2 efforts. A gallant effort last start, and she's notched up a Group 1 here today.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Well said. She's superb, really. And again, we were talking about What's New beforehand. Value for fillies and mares. This has enhanced her no end. And the Big Valley, they are breeders as well. So this will be a massive, massive win. how can your heart not go out to Bernardo Pinheiro, who's gone so close in a couple of Group 1s here in Singapore. That's a nose defeat. I don't know. It's such a shame for the young man, because he's ridden the horse beautifully twice, but he's come off second best.
All honours with the winner, though, Marc Lerner. Look, he admitted it, Nick, that he didn't begin all that great in his stint here in Singapore.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and we now come to the prize presentation of our feature race this afternoon, the Group 1 Raffles Cup, won in great style by number 15, Makanani. I would now like to welcome to the prize presentation for the Raffles Cup on stage chairman Mr. Lim Ju Boon, committee members Mr. Fong Heng Bu, Mr. Michael Chin, Ms. Lim Siat Jin, and Mr. Andrew Lowe to conduct our prize presentation here this afternoon. Many thanks to them. I would now like to invite Mr. Lim Ju Boon to present the prizes for the Raffles Cup, won by number 15, Makanani, who is raced by the Big Valley Stable. I'd like to welcome on stage, representing the winning stable, Madam Yuki Otani. The Big Valley Stable, who have raced many good horses here in Singapore, and they win a Raffles Cup here this afternoon, courtesy of their mare, Makanani. Ladies and gentlemen, the winning trainer, he makes a habit of winning most of the Group 1s here in Singapore, and he's won the Raffles Cup now, Hideyuki Takaoka. A man with such a great record in the Singapore Gold Cup, and this mare will surely be destined to go there in about 6 weeks' time. Well done to Mr. Takaoka. And ladies and gentlemen, today is a big day for this man. He's ridden his first Group 1 winner. Give him a big round of applause, Marc Lerner. An excellent ride from Marc, and he's denied some very good horses in the finish here this afternoon. Mr. Clint, Elite Invincible, and Predator, to name but a few there. So very well done to Marc, and I'm sure this will be a replay he'll watch again and again. Many congratulations to our winners of Makanani, the Big Valley Stable, Hideyuki Takaoka and Marc Lerner. I'd now like to ask you all to gather for a group photograph after winning the 2019 Raffles Cup.